Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days.
What up, y'all? Planet of the Fakes and Pigstar HH News here. We got Pedro Ruiz on the left and Christian Gonzalez on the right. And we got to send prayers out to Pedro's family. It looked like Christian killed him in the cell, allegedly. And it's just crazy because he was his rival. So the jail messed up by putting one rival in a cell with another rival. And he basically killed his cellmate. So whatever he was in jail for, hopefully you find out, he now has to add murder to it. He never wants to get out again. But you see how his face is all tatted and everything? I told you, these guys are just getting themselves prepared for a life behind bars. He's not the move, man. Don't be like him, young people, man. It's not worth it. I know you feel all in the moment and everything that happens right now in your life, it really matters, but in reality, it really doesn't matter. You're going to run into more important priorities in the future that will have nothing to do with you physically attacking someone or anybody physically attacking you. And you got to be mentally ready for it. They're not going to reach it because, A, Pedro's gone, and Christian, he's never going to see the daylight again. And you would think that, you know, people really raise prisoners, but I don't think people raise prisoners. I think people raise people and people make bad decisions. With that being said, Christian made a bad decision and Pedro made a bad decision. That gang life is dangerous, man. Send prayers out to the victim's family. If the video don't start when I stop talking, click the link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, visit my community wall. And if you have time, go to www.amor-chica.com/TV. That's our Planet of the Fakes Tube 2020.
Planet of the Fakes and Pigstar HH News. Timeline: the murder of Cook County Jail inmate Pedro Ruiz. Chicago, CBS. Pedro Ruiz, 19, was found unresponsive in his cell in the Cook County Jail early Saturday morning. He was pronounced dead soon after. 24-year-old Christian Gonzalez was charged with first-degree murder. As the investigation into Ruiz's death continues, CBS 2 has learned more about the events that lead to Ruiz's death. May 31, 2019, Christian Gonzalez is arrested on attempted murder charges. Then 23-year-old Christian Gonzalez is arrested for an incident in 2017 in which police allege he used an assault-style rifle to shoot and wound a man. He is booked into the Cook County Jail shortly after on June 2, 2019. A month later, he is indicted on 6 counts of attempted murder. November 19, 2019, Gonzalez participates in an attack on an inmate inside the jail. Surveillance video inside the jail shows Gonzalez was one of 5 inmates who attacked another inmate inside a dayroom, an area where inmates can congregate and move more freely than in their cells. Gonzalez is seen repeatedly kicking the man, who was hospitalized with puncture wounds from a mace knife used in the attack, while he was on the ground. Gonzalez and the 4 other inmates accused in the attack were charged with attempted murder shortly after the incident. January 29, 2020, Pedro Ruiz is arrested on an attempted murder charge. 19-year-old Pedro Ruiz is arrested in Chicago's Back of the Yards neighborhood after police officers on patrol said he matched the description of a suspect in a recent shooting which left a man with multiple gunshot wounds. He is placed in a cell with Gonzalez shortly after being booked into the Cook County Jail. February 1, 2020, Ruiz is found dead in his cell. 12:24 a.m. A Cook County Jail correctional officer begins a 30-minute security check. 12:27 a.m. Jail staff report Ruiz is secured in his cell. 12:54 a.m. to 1:28 a.m. Jail correctional officers conduct 2 more security checks. During one of those checks, Gonzalez says to one of the officers, "Something is wrong with my cellmate, Ruiz." The officer initially reports seeing Gonzalez propped against a wall with no visible injuries. 1:53 a.m. 3 higher-ranking jail officers arrive on the scene and see Gonzalez laying on the floor of the cell near the door, covered in blood. 1:54 a.m. Gonzalez exits the cell willingly and is handcuffed without resistance. 1:55 a.m. One of the higher-ranking officers calls over the radio to activate 911. Paramedics from the jail's hospital are called. 1:56 a.m. Gonzalez is secured in a holding cell. 2:02 a.m. A jail officer notifies the jail superintendent of the incident by phone. 2:05 a.m. An ambulance from the Chicago Fire Department arrives. 2:13 a.m. Jail paramedics arrive. 2:18 a.m. Officials exit the area where the attack occurred, known as a tier. The tier is then secured as a crime scene. 2:22 a.m. A correctional officer retrieves a t-shirt covered in blood from Gonzalez. It is placed into an evidence bag and given to a sheriff's police officer. Ruiz is taken out of the jail and placed in an ambulance. 2:25 a.m. The ambulance leaves the jail en route to Mount Sinai Hospital. 2:56 a.m. Ruiz is pronounced dead. Full video link in the description. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow, hit the bell, and, if you get time, go to www.
A man heads to bond court accused of murdering his cellmate, a rival gang member, all of it inside the Cook County Jail. 24-year-old Christian Gonzalez is facing first-degree murder charges. He's been in custody since June on several other charges, including attempted murder. Sources tell CBS 2 early Saturday morning, Gonzalez told an officer something was wrong with his cellmate, Pedro Ruiz. When backup officers arrived a short time later, they found Ruiz on the floor of the cell, covered in blood. While officers tried to save Ruiz, Gonzalez was handcuffed. Ruiz's death has been ruled a homicide. Sources say Gonzalez had multiple disciplinary incidences and among 5 inmates seen in the surveillance video attacking another inmate in the jail's day room last November. Authorities are still investigating this midday.
Alright, what up, y'all? Planet of Fakes here. 2020's coming, brand new everything. I got a brand new Instagram. Make sure you follow it, Planet_of_the_Fakes. And hey, Planet of Fakes back again. This is just a reminder. If you have any problems accessing the videos at our site, www.amor-ica.com/TV, more than likely it's because you're on a cell phone or tablet. All you have to do is at the top of the browser on the right hand, it's normally 3 dots. You hit them, this menu comes down, hit desktop site. You have to switch from mobile view to desktop view, and all the videos will pop right up for you. Any other problems, just hit us up at support@amor-ica.com. Thanks again for supporting. Alright, Planet of Fakes here. I'd like to thank you for watching our video, but I also would like to remind you to please subscribe to our other pages. YouTube Streets, Planet of Fakes Kids, I'm Just Nosy, Kanika Jenkins, 36 Hours, POTFS, Planet of the Kings, POTFS Battle Zone, Planet of Fakes Extraordinary, Planet of Fakes for Pets, Umbrella, POTFS, Planet of Fakes for Families, Pigstar HH News, Planet of Fakes